My name is Maya Carter, and I'm 28, standing in the dim auditorium of Lincoln Middle School in Harlem, New York, on October 15, 2025. The air carries the scent of aged wood and fresh stage paint, rows of creaky seats buzzing with parents' whispers as the curtain waits to rise for The Lion King Jr., the school's fall play. I'm a volunteer drama coach, clipboard in hand, heart heavy with rage. My student, Jaden Williams, a 12-year-old with a voice like a sunrise, is poised to shine as young Simba, his talent honed through weeks of my rehearsals. But tonight, Jaden's father, Malik, a black single dad and my friend, is missing, barred from attending by Principal Karen Ellis. Yesterday, Ellis labeled Malik disruptive for questioning her cut of Jaden's solo, her voice cold, eyes narrowing, "People like you don't fit here." The racial barb was unmistakable, deepened by her smug dismissal of my objection, "Stay in your lane, Ms. Carter." They see me as a part-time coach, unaware I'm a theater producer running Rise Stage LLC, earning $200,000 yearly with Broadway ties. In my bag, a notebook holds contacts, including director James Tate, ready to fuel my plan to elevate Jaden and expose Ellis. She humiliated Malik and Jaden, but I'll ensure their star rises, not for vengeance, but to reclaim their dignity. Let's rewind to where this injustice took root. Growing up in Harlem was a blend of grit and warmth. My parents, Mom, a nurse with a hearty laugh, and Dad, a subway conductor with rough hands, gave me a modest life, public schools, church choirs, and a brownstone apartment echoing with jazz. I was the dreamer, scribbling plays, staging skits in our backyard, chasing the stage's magic. At Lincoln Middle, I found my voice in drama club, my scripts winning local awards. Jaden's spark mirrors my own, bright, bold, yet often dimmed by bias. His Simba audition stole my breath, but Ellis's prejudice against Malik, a mechanic whose cheers filled rehearsals, cast a pall. The first slight hit at 10. I wrote a play for a school festival, proud of its community focus. At a family barbecue, I shared it, hoping for Mom's praise. She was cheering my cousin's basketball trophy, her eyes elsewhere. The principal then dismissed my work as too urban, favoring a generic script. I hid my play, The Sting a quiet seed, a pattern Ellis later fed with her microaggressions. As a teen, I excelled in theater, earning a Tisch scholarship at NYU, but family gatherings sidelined my wins for cousins' sports or grades. At 15, I directed a community play raising $1,000 for a youth center, featured in the Harlem News.
At Christmas, my cousin's football glory stole the spotlight, my play a footnote.
Just artsy stuff, Maya, Mom teased, her smile kind but distant. I vowed to prove them, my theater passion fueling ambition. After Tisch, I launched Rise Stage LLC in 2023, producing off-Broadway hits, building ties with Broadway's James Tate. I kept my success low-key, volunteering at Lincoln to mentor kids like Jaden. Malik, a church friend, trusted me with his son, unaware of my clout. Ellis's ban, citing Malik's behavior, was racist, her solo cut a further jab. Her lane remark yesterday ignited my resolve.
Tonight's play, Jaden's moment, is my turning point.
I arrive at 6 p.m., the auditorium alive with anticipation. Ellis, in a grey blazer, patrols, her smile thin, eyes hunting for Malik. Jaden, in his Simba costume, looks to me, hope dimming. I nod, my notebook holding Tate's number, a spark to light their path. Ellis scorned them, but I'll lift Jaden to Broadway, showing their worth. October 16, 2025, dawns with a cool autumn breeze in Harlem, New York, the morning light filtering through the narrow windows of my brownstone apartment, its cozy living room cluttered with scripts, a laptop, and a steaming mug of chamomile tea. Last night's school play at Lincoln Middle School, where my student Jaden Williams shone as young Simba in The Lion King Jr., was overshadowed by Principal Karen Ellis's racist ban on Jaden's father, Malik, for being disruptive, and her dismissive "stay in your lane," when I protested her cutting Jaden's solo. Her prejudice, a sting echoing my own childhood slights, fuels my resolve. They see me as a volunteer drama coach, unaware I run Rise Stage LLC, a $200,000 theater production company with Broadway connections. Today, in my notebook with James Tate's contact, I plan to secure Jaden an audition with the Broadway director, exposing Ellis's bias and uplifting Jaden's talent. Her actions wounded Malik and Jaden, but I'm set to make their star rise, not for revenge, but to affirm their worth against her racism. The past 12 hours have been a whirlwind of anger and strategy. After Ellis's ban and Jaden's crestfallen look, I stayed late, comforting him backstage, his Simba costume sagging. Malik's absence burned, Ellis's "people like you don't fit," a racist echo of my own sidelined youth. My Harlem roots, crafting plays, facing 2 urban dismissals. Drive my plan to call Tate, a Broadway veteran directing a Lion King revival. Rise Stage's off-Broadway success gives me leverage, but time is tight, Tate's auditions close in a week. Ellis's influence looms. She emailed parents post-play, citing safety for Malik's ban, her tone veiled but sharp. My phone buzzes with a text from Malik, "Jaden's crushed, Maya. What's next?" I reply, "Lunch, 1 p.m., Sylvia's. I've got a plan." His response is quick, "You're a blessing. Let's do this." At 10 a.m., I review Rise Stage's records, my laptop open to contracts. $200,000 revenue, a $50,000 rent production, confirming my clout to pitch Jaden. A knock interrupts. Zoe, my assistant producer, her tablet showing audition logistics, her voice urgent, "Tate's casting kids next week, but Ellis called the theater board, hinting you're overstepping." She's watching. My jaw tightens, Ellis's bias a creeping threat, her lane jab a barrier to Jaden's shot. "Prep the pitch," I say, handing Zoe Tate's contact.
Il handle Ellis.
Zoe nods, her eyes wary, my plan a high-stakes gamble. At 1 p.m., I walk to Sylvia's, a Harlem soul food haven with checkered tablecloths, the aroma of fried chicken and cornbread warming the air. Malik's at a booth, his mechanic's jacket worn, his eyes tired but hopeful, a coffee steaming. "Jaden's down, Maya," he says, breaking cornbread, his voice low. "Ellis's ban hurt him. Your move." I outline my plan: contact Tate, secure Jaden an audition for the Lion King, let his talent shine, and expose Ellis's racism to the school board. "Go big," Malik urges, his gaze fierce. "Ellis thinks she owns us. Get Jaden that stage." I nod, recalling Ellis's Christmas rehearsal snub, her bias now a public slight.
Notebooks locket, Isai, my voice firm.
"Tate's my friend, he'll listen." Malik's grin sparks, "You're his shot, Maya." Back at my apartment, I draft an email to Tate, my fingers pausing, Ellis's words a splinter. The audition, set for October 22nd at a Broadway studio, is Jaden's chance.
I text the Schuls Drama Parents, Jadens Auditioning for Broadway.
Support us, October 22nd. Malik replies, "We're there." Ellis's email looms, but my notebook holds my power. She scorned them, but Jaden's Broadway light will shine, proving their worth. October 22nd, 2025, is a brisk fall morning in New York City, the Broadway studio of director James Tate alive with the hum of theater magic, its polished wood floors and mirrored walls echoing with warm-up scales and the scent of fresh coffee. Today's audition for a Lion King revival, set to open in spring, is a high-stakes stage for Jaden Williams, my 12-year-old student from Lincoln Middle School, whose young Simba in our school play shone despite Principal Karen Ellis's racist ban on his father, Malik, and her cut of his solo. Her chilling "people like you don't fit here," and "stay in your lane," Miss Carter still burn, fueling my plan to elevate Jaden. As a theater producer running Rise Stage LLC, with $200,000 in revenue and Broadway ties, I've secured Jaden this audition, my notebook with Tate's contact my weapon. Yesterday, Ellis escalated, emailing parents that my overreach threatens school order, her bias now a public smear. Today, with Malik by my side, I'm ready to see Jaden shine and confront Ellis's racism, not for revenge, but to affirm their worth. The past week has been a sprint of preparation and defiance. After Ellis's ban and her email to parents, I contacted Tate, leveraging Rise Stage's off-Broadway success to pitch Jaden, his school performance a glowing proof. Tate agreed, but Ellis's influence grew. She warned the school board I'm disruptive, citing my protest, risking my volunteer role. Rise Stage's $50,000 rent production funds my fight, but time is tight, auditions close tomorrow. My phone buzzes with Malik's text, "Jaden's ready, Maya."
Ellis on OS, School Board Meeting Tonicht.
Plan. I reply, "Audition first, boardroom next."
Noon, Sylvia's.
His response, "You're our rock. Let's win." At 9 a.m., I arrive at the studio, Jaden in a crisp shirt, his eyes nervous but bright, Malik in his mechanic's jacket, his grin fierce. Tate, in a black sweater, greets us, his clipboard ready, "Show me Simba, kid." Jaden sings, "I just can't wait to be king," his voice soaring, Tate nodding, jotting notes.
I clutch my notebook, Alice len jab echoing, my resolve stil.
Zoe, my assistant, texts, "Ellis's board email claims you're pushing agendas. Parents are split, some back you."
Prep vor Tonicht.
My jaw tightens, Ellis's smear a threat to Jaden's shot. At noon, I meet Malik at Sylvia's, Harlem's soul food haven, its checkered tables warm with cornbread's aroma. Malik, stirring coffee, says, "Jaden nailed it, but Ellis's emails scaring parents. Board's voting on your role tonight.
Fight back."
I nod, outlining my plan, Jaden's audition clip to Tate, a board meeting speech exposing Ellis's bias with parent support, and a push for Jaden's Broadway role. "Go hard," Malik urges, his voice steady.
Alice vans US gone, show her Jadens a star.
I recall her rehearsal snub, her racism now a public fight.
Notebook sekure, I sei, my voice firm.
Tate's impressed, Jaden's close. At 6 p.m., the school board meeting looms in Lincoln's library, its oak tables packed with parents, Ellis in a grey blazer, her smile thin. I step to the podium, notebook open, Jaden and Malik behind me. Ellis banned Malik for his race, cut Jaden solo, I say, voice clear, showing parent letters backing us. Jaden auditioned for Broadway today, his talent shines despite her. Parents gasp, some clapping, Malik nodding, Ellis's face paling. She retorts, "You're disruptive, Maya, your agenda risks our school." Her attack stings, but I'm ready, my notebook holding Tate's email, Jaden's clip sent. Tonight's vote and Jaden's audition outcome will test me, but I'm steady, ready to lift Jaden's star against Ellis's shadow. October 23, 2025, is a golden autumn day in Harlem, New York, the Lincoln Middle School Gymnasium, a vibrant hub for a community celebration, its polished floors adorned with balloons and a banner proclaiming Jaden Williams, Broadway star. Yesterday's school board meeting, where I, Maya Carter, exposed Principal Karen Ellis's racist ban on Jaden's father, Malik, from our Lion King Jr. play, and her cutting of Jaden's solo, shifted the tide. My speech, backed by parent letters and Jaden's Broadway audition clip, led to a 6-3 vote to investigate Ellis. Today, James Tate, the Broadway director, confirmed Jaden's casting as young Simba in a Lion King revival, a triumph over Ellis's "people like you don't fit here and stay in your lane, Miss Carter." As a 28-year-old theater producer running Rise Stage LLC, with $200,000 revenue, I orchestrated Jaden's audition, my notebook of Broadway contacts my spark. Now, with Malik and Jaden beaming, I'm ready to celebrate their victory, affirm their worth, and close this chapter, not for revenge, but to forge a legacy against Ellis's racism. The past 24 hours have been a whirlwind of joy and justice. After Ellis's ban and her smear campaign, emailing parents about my disruptive agenda, I rallied allies, leveraging Rise Stage's $50,000 rent success to secure Jaden's audition. Tate's nod at Jaden's October 22 audition, where his voice soared, sealed the deal, but Ellis's counterattack, accusing me of pushing agendas, nearly cost my volunteer role. My phone buzzes with Tate's text, "Jaden's our Simba. Press conference today, 3 p.m. bring Malik." I reply, "We're there. Thank you." Malik texts, "You did it, Maya.
Jadens Flüing. Celebration Tonicht.
I respond, 7 p.m. Gym.
Let's Schiene.
At noon, I meet Zoe, my assistant, at Rise Stage's office, its Harlem loft buzzing with scripts, the air rich with ink and coffee. Zoe, in a teal hoodie, updates our press kit, her voice excited, Tate's announcements viral, Jaden's trending. But Ellis told the board she's reviewing your role, blaming instability. Fight on. My jaw tightens, Ellis's bias a fading threat, her lane jab now powerless. Send the kit, I say, handing her Jaden's clip. I'll handle the board. Zoe nods, her grin fierce, my plan a beacon. At 3 p.m., I join Jaden and Malik at Tate's press conference in a Times Square theater, its marquee flashing Jaden Williams, young Simba. Tate, in a black blazer, announces Jaden's role, cameras flashing, Jaden's smile radiant, Malik's eyes wet.
I klatsch my notebook, reiß deches Triumphschild, Alice scorn burit.
The Harlem News headline, Local Boy Lands Broadway Lead Spreads, Parents Texting Support. At 7 p.m., the gym celebration pulses, tables laden with soul food, mac and cheese, collards, music blaring, kids dancing. Jaden, in a Simba tee, hugs Malik, their joy infectious.
I Adresse Kraut, voice clear, Jadens Talent beat bias.
Malik's love one. Let's lift every kid.
Parents share, Malik nodding, Zoe filming.
Ellis, absent, faces a board probe, her tenure shaky, a memo citing policy review her only defense. I meet Malik by the punch bowl, his voice soft, you gave Jaden wings, Maya. We're whole. I recall my childhood slights, my plays dismissed as urban, now fueling Jaden's rise.
Notebooks open, Isai, smiling.
More kids need this. By October 30th, Ellis resigns, a new principal hired, diversity training mandated. Jaden rehearses on Broadway, Malik in the front row, Rise stages $300,000 season soaring. I stand in the gym, notebook in hand, my legacy not just $300,000, but a Harlem family lifted, a community united, shining beyond Ellis's shadow. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your stories of justice and triumph below, and if this tale resonated, give it a thumbs up. Stars rise from prejudice's ashes.